Yeah, you'll probably pick up an Aftermath if you see it on sale.
It just makes me remember the good old days, and I saw this and it brought a tear to my eye. As you said, Pretenders is what got me out of Transformers originally. I've mentioned that on the show before.
But what's really cool is you can rip off his arm and give it to Core Class Optimus.
I missed that.
But that yellow looks like the yellow on the Magic Square Dinobots.
Yep.
Right?
Hey, retool it so it flips up to cover up that gap in its forearm.
Looks like pea soup and pea.
It looks like split pea soup.
Yeah, I just do not like it at all.
I actually like split pea soup. Hey, welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And we're back with another round of news. But before we jump into that, as always, let's give a special shout out to our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime, where you can find many of the figures that we're going to talk about on pre-order, or you can just get them at some point when they come out. Also want to say thank you to our members. Really do appreciate the support. And to our subscribers, as always, we wouldn't be doing this without you. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the news. Tongue-tied over here.
Aren't we all? Well, let's start off with a announcement, and that is Target is having a 15% off sale on all Transformers. So if there's anything you're looking for, go ahead and pick it up. Are you going to get anything, Bobby?
I will be doing an exchange since I've kept my receipt.
I don't blame you there. I don't think there's anything. I almost got that Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1, but it just didn't look as good as it did in the pictures. So, and they didn't have Alpha Trion.
Oh, I saw Alpha Trion.
I saw all of them but Alpha Trion. So,
okay. Well, I'm going by the store tomorrow. I'm going by the store tomorrow if you want me to look.
I'm sure I'll find it here.
Okay.
Eventually.
The sale goes to the 10th, I believe.
Okay, thank you. So I'll be looking for him until the 10th. Let us know if you're picking up anything from there below. I did see a Cowabunga. What are they called? Party Wallop.
Party Wallop?
Yeah. And the packaging was nice. The figure was not my cup of tea. My cup of energon, let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Almost got it though, because 15% off, but it's still $50.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, let's move on to YOLO Park. So I guess they just reached 14,000 fans on Facebook. So to celebrate, they are giving away 2 Starscreams. All you need to do is follow them at YOLOPark.official by August 19th, excuse me. And you can go ahead and hopefully win one of these Starscream. Be one of the 2 of the 14,000 to win. Probably more at that point.
You know what? I'm going to throw my name in I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, hopefully you win, because then you're going to be buying the whole line.
I will just continue to throw my name into the runnings for contests they have. I just wish it transformed like the jet that we see on the screen there.
I know, that's kind of strange that they put that there as a transform. But either which way, this is a cool looking figure. Let us know if you're going to be picking it up. Only one leak this time, and it's kind of a happy, sad leak. We've got the possible Hasbro Earthspark Deluxe Aftermath and Jawbreaker, and they do have different decos, and they are both substantially worse because of these deco decisions on them.
The purple doesn't look as purplish. It looks like almost a pinkish color, at least in this picture.
Yeah, I mean, the pictures aren't the best quality. They found it on a website. Also, the headlights had like X's on them. Now they're red, and the red kind of blurs into the rest of the chest, and like you don't really get that. And the gray on the lower legs, I feel like was black.
I didn't look at this
figure. I don't remember though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you were looking at this figure because it was something that you wanted.
I did. It's about $60 on eBay on the secondhand market, and I don't think it's worth it for that much. If this one comes out, I probably will pick it up, even with the worst deco, just because I think it looks at least a little bit interesting.
I agree with you. It doesn't look bad. It sucks that they changed it, but I guess that's what happens.
That's what happens when Hasbro gets their grubby little hands
Yeah.
on figures, right? But in all seriousness, it looks fine. Same thing with the what's his name, Jawbreaker. Looks a lot worse without that gold paint all over him, because that paint actually looks really nice. But I have the other little one, which I think is a little bit more proportionally. It looks better. So I'll be skipping out on this one, definitely.
Yeah, I'll be skipping on both of these.
Yeah, you'll probably pick up an Aftermath if you see it on sale. If it's a slow month, you'll definitely be picking it up. You said you think it looks nice.
It's been a slow August.
All right, well, let's move into what's just announced. And I don't really have a slide because there was no real pictures of this, but TFW had an interview with John Warden and some of the other staff at SDCC. So I kind of read through it. I didn't get too far into it, but I did point out some things as I was skimming through it. So the first thing is John Warden is the director of both G.I. Joe and Transformers, which is kind of interesting that they're putting both of their legacy brands under one person. So I think the idea of a Transformers and G.I. Joe movie, which has already been out there, is going to happen.
Well, I think we knew it was going to happen. Just kind of.
I think this is like extra confirmation because the toy lines are going to be, maybe they'll just call it Transformers Joe from now on, and they're going to, just have one toy line with both of them. Legacy is going to evolve. So right now it's supposed to be an extra dimensional battle. It'd be great if there was some, something to show that. And they do want to do more sub-universes where they're like Prime Wars or something like that, which I think would be great, honestly, to have a more focused direction.
I'm on the fence about that.
So you'd rather them just do all these random continuities?
No. I like the focus. It's just wondering if the focus is going to be on something that I actually like.
Well, that could be good and bad.
That's why I said I'm on the fence about it. That, it could be, at least with them doing the randomness, there's just as many figures I like as I don't like, or well, maybe not. There's a couple of figures that I have liked and picked up. If they, decided to focus on animated, for instance, no offense to anybody who liked animated, I'm out. So
I don't think they mean it like that. I think, remember like how the Headmasters came out? What was that? Titans Return? No, the one before that.
Power of the Primes?
No, I think it was Titans Return, because Power of the Primes was the last one.
Okay.
And they still did G1 figures, but within that microcosm of that. So I think that's what they'll do. And I'm all for it. Right now, I think we've talked about it on the show. Legacy seems really scattered. And I think he might be the one to be able to put it together.
Well, as you alluded to at the beginning, if they built on the universe that we're getting, like it was cool that everybody's coming through the space bridge, but there was nothing. Why are they coming through the space bridge?
Who turned on the space bridge?
What? Yeah. So there's no media kind of behind it, because I think it would be cool to do something like that if there was some interaction between them. But otherwise, it's literally, this is Hasbro 86. Like, instead of killing off everybody and coming out with new stuff, they're like, hey, you know what? We're just gonna just come out with random figures and throw them out there, and if they sell, they sell. That's kind of how this legacy line has felt. So if they could continue with that, but just have some type of theme behind it, and I think that would make me happier than what we've been getting.
Yeah, even if it's just bios online, that would just help.
Yeah, something like talk about how how is Gears and pick a figure,
Cybertron Starscream.
Yeah, like what's going on with them? How do they have any interactions? Do they know each other? What that would have been cool.
They also plan to finish all the groups eventually, so they mentioned like animated and stuff. So that's really cool. They're just looking for the right places to put them. So, what?
What do you mean finish the groups?
like animated and
So
Prime.
they're gonna come out with all the figures from.
Yes, eventually.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool for people that collect those.
Yes, that's why.
You know?
That's why I looked that way. I was like, that's cool.
Eventually, they have to figure out where to put them. Probably like the Cliff Jumper in that pack. They have to find places like that to put them. They also said core class isn't going away, and they discussed mini cons a little bit. So they might do exactly like what you said, but it's too little, too late for me. They said they will never run out of Titans, which seems a little crazy because they probably.
Okay.
I think they already did because Tidal Wave. But
Okay.
you know,
Earth is now a Transformer.
yeah. Well, it was in the movies. It was.
That's what I said.
Remember?
That's the next Titan.
And then they talked about Devastator and some combiners. They said don't expect a frame like Menasor for Devastator. Kibble should be expected, and that there's other combiners should follow the aesthetic of the animation. So Scramble City and whatnot will be like that and not like Menasor.
Okay. Kibble is to be expected.
I think for Devastator, the arms, the shield, that type of stuff.
Okay. I think they did a great job with Combiner Wars Devastator. So I hope that they level up from there. Like you can't go worse than that.
Yes, they shouldn't go worse than that. They can. I don't think they are. Like, but
that's what I mean.
I think they need to level up. Like, and I think they will. You know, at least in terms of posability and stuff, they definitely can.
Yeah, they have to. It has to be better than that. Like, gosh. Yeah.
And then the last thing that I really read was Armada Prime does have connections for a Jetfire, so they do want to do that eventually. Yeah, that's fine. I would totally be cool with the repaints, but that's what I'm looking for. Next, we've got a Neza and Transformers cartoon new trailer. So I guess they actually talked about this in 2019, but we've got more updates. These all look like Earthspark things. Like they reused Earthspark assets to make a more Chinese focused show. It'll be 52 episodes, supposed to be released this year. The story is about a kid that dreamed about being a great hero, like Neza and the Transformers. One day while sleeping, he gets summoned to Neza's world, and where he also finds Transformers. The title of the series has been changed to My Neza and Transformers. So
I have no idea who Neza is, or
I'm right there with you. I do remember when this figure in the front did get released, like in 2019, but I'm kind of surprised it's still going.
Absolutely no idea about that figure in the front. I'll try to watch it. It doesn't look like it would be my cup of energon, but
I'm not even going to give it a try. Sorry. This is definitely not my cup of energon, but I can see what they're doing. They're going after the Chinese market. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Next, we've got a new promotional poster for Transformers 1 found by TFW user The Alfsons Nation at a Five Below store for $5.
That's a good looking poster.
I think so too. And you also see Soundwave and Starscream's alt modes.
Yeah, that's a good looking poster. I like it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Sentinel Prime is his story, because he's obviously going to be a prominent figure, and I don't think we've seen much of him in the trailers.
No, we haven't.
No.
Just the toys. We've seen more in the toys than we have in the trailer.
Yeah. You put this one in the Toys R Us in Vivo City, Singapore. It was shown off by Automorpher of TFW.
I miss Toys R Us. I look how full the shelf looks. Even if it's only one, like there's no packages behind. It just looks like it's a full store, and I just miss those days of having options of multiple figures on the shelves. Yeah.
And the crazy thing, Targets used to look like this too back in the day.
Yeah, now I walk in and I may see 5 different figures, and that's 5 figures across different different lines as well. So it just makes me remember the good old days, and I saw this and it brought a tear to my eye.
Okay, didn't bring a tear to my eye, but it did make me think of the olden days. Next, we got Skybound Transformers #1, the 40th anniversary one-shot. I really am not the biggest fan of this art. The art's well done. It's just not the aesthetic that I like. I don't know what's going on with it. And I guess it's a throwback to one of the old comic covers.
Okay, then that makes sense. It looks like Megatron is. It looks like Skeletor is dressed up as Megatron. Like that facial expression. I don't like that facial expression on Megatron. It looks fine. I'm with you. I'm not a big fan. I like his cannon going off. I like I like him getting photobombed by Shockwave. You know, but yeah, the Megatron, the face on Megatron, the facial expression is what throws it for me. I think if the facial expression was better, I'd probably appreciate it more.
Yeah, I agree. Non-F Studios showed off that they're going to have Universal stands, and they'll be in stock after their video goes live, which I believe it is. So you could probably go ahead and pick these up. What's cool is they're like little stands, and then you could change the plugs, I believe, on them. So you could have like a 5mm peg for your Transformers, or I think it's 2mm for the G.I. Joes and stuff. So this is actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept.
It is. It really is. And I don't think I need any, but this would be something that would probably start if like you were taking photos and stuff like that of your figures, or they would be really good to do all these types of poses and stuff and have them be solid for your pictures. So that's really cool.
I don't think it's as necessary for Transformers because their feet are usually big and they have ankle tilts nowadays and stuff. So I think you'd probably be fine balancing them on your own, but it is cool to have that option.
Yeah.
Funbee Studio showed off the Matrix peg for Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. I don't think this ever happened, did it?
Not that I know of.
Okay. He is going to turn into a camper van, I guess, when he gets it. This is cool, though. I mean, if I had a 3D printer and I had this figure, why not? You know, but I have neither of those things.
Yeah, I don't. It seems like the movies have been trying to make Bumblebee the leader, you know, so maybe that's what we're going for. In 2028, the next Bayverse movie is Bumblebee taking on the helm of leader. But
Bumble Prime.
Yeah, Bumble Prime. I don't really care about it. It also makes me think about how much space is in his chest for them to put a peg in there as well as the Matrix. So
I did see online somebody was able to put the Matrix in there and close it up.
Yeah.
You have the figure, you should know.
I do, and I was actually just looking to see if he was buying me to but he's not.
Okay. Well, he'll have to keep us informed. Next, Funbee Studios also made the Rampage's Spark Cage from Beast Wars.
I do not remember this at all.
They kept this Spark in a cage, so he did what they wanted him to, and they'd squish it, and it had spikes, and that would like go in his Spark, and it would cause him pain.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember that at all, but that's kind of cool then. If this looks accurate and you can relive those scenes, I guess. So
Transart should not. Obviously, don't steal from Funbee Studios Transart, but Transart should make one that has like a squishy Spark, so you could squish it. You know, that comes with their Rampage whenever that comes out in 2028. So you could be like, ooh, It should maybe have a switch to make like his eyes light up or something every time you squish it, so it looks like he's getting hurt. Yeah, I'm open for commissions. Next, Ultra Magnus is shipped from IDW Records, is also made. This reminded me of a med pack in like a shooting video game. You know what I mean? With the red and the plus on it and all that.
Yeah.
This is exactly what this reminded me of. That's the first thing I thought of. But the ship does look really cool.
It does. It really does look good.
Okay.
Don't realize where. I mean, didn't read the IDW, so.
So this is something that I think a lot of people have been talking about online today. Fanshobby showed off that something new is in development. And this does have to deal with Bobby's favorite line of Transformers, which are the Pretenders. So how excited are you for this?
Yeah.
I think you're going to be picking it up.
I'll say this. I don't know enough about it. As you said, Pretenders is what got me out of Transformers originally. I've mentioned that on the show before. I do have the legacy version of this character and didn't even realize it was a Pretender when I bought it. I just thought it was a cool looking figure. So I want to know, is this going to be a figure like that just transforms? Or are we talking about, this is the shell and there's an inner robot in there that transforms into what I actually absolutely hated about Pretenders? So,
well, I can tell you this is not the Pretender. Like the human Pretender that he turns into, that has a completely different shape. This is like the legacy one, at least from these pictures. Who knows? Maybe he plugs into like a giant Pretender, but I hope that would be sold separately because I wouldn't buy it. But I think this has great bones. This is obviously a very early, like resin prototype type of thing. Honestly, they probably shouldn't have shown it off this early because there's no details anywhere on this thing. But I do see good bones, especially for, a Predator Fanshobby and Chosen Prime repaint. Just putting that out there. I think this would look good next to those guys. Well, along with the Starscream repaint and one other one, maybe Energon Galvatron. I don't know. And then you could have all 6 of them.
I have no idea about the Predators, so I'll rely on your expertise on that.
There's just 3 more jets that we need. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. So with that, I mean, it looks fine, I guess. I have to see some more love to it. Yeah. And
I just don't know why they showed this off. They're not in competition with anybody else to get this out. It's not like Fans Toys and X Transbots with Ironhide. They could have waited till the next round of prototypes to show it off when it would look a little bit nicer. But I guess they did the same thing with Tidal Wave and Starscream. Right?
I was literally just about to say the same thing. And that G.I. Joe thing.
God, don't remind me of that.
And they did it with the mini-cons as well. So
I guess they did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So I still think they should wait until the next stage of development to start showing these things off.
Yeah,
or show it off with the render. Do both.
I think what. Honestly, I think they should have did the render first, so we could get excited about it, and then show this so we can see.
Hey, we're working on it.
Yeah. That would probably do more for me than just seeing this. I mean, it's another figure. It looks fine. I'm just not really excited as soon as you say Pretender.
Yeah, I think you're.
But I'm open.
I think you'll be picking it up. I just want to know the size. Is it gonna? Yeah. Anyways, we'll go into that later. When they show off the next, version of this, who knows? Maybe we'll see it in Baltimore. Next, we have Chang Tiao CT01. Very confusing. I thought this was King Toys with the CT01, but it's not. We've got a little Megatron that's core class, which looks really good. No alt mode picks, but I'm assuming it turns into a gun.
Oh, yes, there are some alt mode picks out there.
Not on this post that I found.
I thought I actually put them in there, but I guess
did
I
not.
didn't. Well, I think this looks good. I've actually seen a transformation video of it.
Is it the one I sent you?
Maybe.
If it's the one I sent you, Meng Motion has a transformation video, and there's a big gap underneath the bottom, and I was not too happy about that.
I was not too happy about that either.
Yeah, but it looks cool. It does come with a little laser beak and the flail. I think the flail should have been see-through plastic. It looks a little bright here, but that's not bad. But what's really cool is you can rip off his arm and give it to Core Class Optimus.
I missed that, but that is very cool.
Yeah, and it makes sense. You just make the ball joint the same size, and boom, you're good to go. You know?
Yeah.
So I think you might pick it up just for this.
I think I might too. I honestly think the laser beak is so cute.
Let's go back to it. I do too. I mean, it's obviously static. It doesn't look like it transforms,
No.
but it is very cute, especially on a Core Class figure.
It's very detailed. You know, from here at least it looks like it. But yeah, I think it looks really good.
And what's cool, or I think it's cool, is this looks like it fits in with the Hasbro Core Class. It's not way better than them, and it's not a lot worse than them. It looks like this is something Hasbro could have come out with.
Yeah,
which is cool because it fits in.
Exactly, and it looks like he has the Hasbro Megatron tank feet. So, I think this will fit in well with it. I probably will pick this up. I think
depending on the price, I do have a little Decepticon Core Class collection at my work on my desk. So depending on the price, I might pick this up to go with it. But again, $20-$30 would probably be the max.
Oh, that's more than I thought you would have said. I thought you would have been like $15 or actually.
No, well, that's Hasbro prices, so I know it's going to be more expensive than that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's $20-$30 is my price range.
Yeah. Let's move on to some updates, and we'll see if we keep agreeing like we are on this episode. First, we've got the YOLO Parks AMK series Transformers One Color prototypes. These are the uncogged versions. So these are the smaller ones. I think they're about 12 centimeters. They look great, but I'm not a big fan of some of the proportions on like Elita 1 and Megatron. Their torsos are too short. But I know that has nothing to do with YOLO Park, but I just have to put it out there.
Well, as much as I love the Bot vs. Con logo, it is covering Megatron right now, so I can't really see all of Megatron right now.
It's the same face. I didn't even think about that. So.
But I'm with you on Elita doesn't. She probably looks the worst.
I think it's the arms. The arms are too long.
And I mean, she got some big old hands. I mean,
like, she got a tiny little torso.
I'll tell you, she will never smack me.
Her hands look smaller than Bumblebee's.
Yeah, her hands look bigger than Bumblebee's.
That's what I meant to say. To say. Thank you.
Yeah, her hands look bigger than Prime's. But maybe it's just the picture or whatever. And her legs look extremely long.
Right?
Yeah, so
I feel like her arms and her legs need to be downsized, both of them, by like 10%, and then it'd look better.
Yeah. So I think the Prime looks the best. I like the colors on the Megatron. The B actually doesn't look bad.
It looks kind of bland, but it doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
With the colors, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And again, I think YOLO Park probably did an amazing job with these, and they're probably really accurate. It's more we're critiquing the movie designs.
Yeah.
And here are the cogged versions. At least Megatron can peek out a little bit in these pictures. That gold on that Bumblebee looks really good, nice. I will be the first one to say that. The Elita one looks better, but she still has some weird wonky proportions. And Prime and Megatron do look good as well.
I agree with you on the gold of Bumblebee. I think the Prime looks really good. Like, I was shocked when I saw some of these pictures of it. It looks really, really good. Almost to the point where I was just like, man, I might buy this. Really?
I mean, it's only like $40.
I'm not going to because it doesn't
put it on your Prime shelf.
But it does look really, really good. It looks really good. I was very impressed with some of the pictures I saw. but I don't like the head on Megatron too much.
I need to see more.
Yeah, but the Prime and B are my favorites out of these 4.
Yeah, I agree. I think B, even though I don't like Bumblebee, I think he kind of takes the cake because he looks most like Goldbug, and I think that, especially with the mask and stuff, I think it looks really cool. And these are the cogged versions, which are a little bit taller. I think they're 7 or 8 inches. Let's move into some Takara Tomy listings for August of 2024. We've got Core Class Energon Galvatron and Quake. Now, I'll start off with that Galvatron. I don't like the yellow plastic they used. I feel like it was supposed to be orange. It was see-through orange on the original toy, not yellow. I could be wrong. Maybe because it was see-through yellow, it looked darker. I don't know. But that yellow looks like the yellow on the Magic Square Dinobots.
Yep.
Right? In not a good way.
Yeah. Or on the Turtle Van a little bit.
Oh, maybe. I think the Turtle Van's a little more mustardy.
Yeah, from here it looks pretty much the same.
Okay, maybe from there, yeah.
But the thing is, I agree with you. I don't like it.
I think the other deco looked better.
I completely agree. I was just about to say it. The other deco looked better. This one almost looks like a bat.
Don't say that because you're gonna make me buy it.
It looks like a bat.
Just joking.
It looks like a bat.
Repaint it all black. It'd be Batman. Yeah. I don't think it looks bad though. It's just I feel like the colors are wrong. But please let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or not. Have you changed your mind about Quake? I remember you saying this was probably your favorite Hasbro figure to come out this year, especially with the alt mode.
So 2 new subscribers or people just now watching this, James likes to put these pronouns out there of and make people think he's talking to me. I think this picture looks fine. I hate the alt mode. I do like the colors on this though. The red and blue look good together. The gray treads look good on the legs. This is one that was, if I saw it on sale at like the 20%, 25%, then I might pick it up. But so far I'm out on this still.
I would probably not even pick it up at that much. The alt mode is horrendous. I wish I put a picture. I didn't think about that. The alt mode is one of the worst tank modes I've almost ever seen. And you know it's bad when people are actually agreeing with me online. I don't know what's going on with that alt mode. We're not going to dwell on it too much. The bot mode looks fine though. I feel like he needed more in the chest, which we talked about before.
Right.
I think some stickers could really help.
Definitely.
With this figure, but yeah, it's just not for me. They also showed off G1 Prime, which I didn't know had 2 rifles. Did the original toy have that?
I think it was a picture from the toy box. On the back of the box, he had a short pistol.
So, well, both of these, I think both of them are long. But either which way, I think he looks great. It's a great stand-in for the Missing Link Prime if you can't afford that or you don't want to spend that much money on it. I think this looks really good. Good job, Hasbro, on this, honestly.
Yep.
And the Soundwave, I know it's just a repack, but at the leader class price point, they could have remolded the lower arms to just take off the Siege landing gear. There's no point for him anymore. There would be one piece they would have remolded. I know it's a cash grab just to get people that haven't purchased it yet. And then, the 2-year anniversary for the movies just down the line, we'll probably get 86 Soundwave by then at the very least. So this is just their way of milking the mold, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, or hey, retool it so it flips up to cover up that gap in his forearm.
Yeah, something that would have been cool, honestly, as well. But it's a decent figure. If you don't have it,
yeah,
I think
I have it,
and I think you might be picking this one up.
For what? I already have it.
for those. We've got Frumble, Buzzsaw, and Ravage. And I think you want that Frumble probably the most.
I don't think I'm going to do it.
Oh, you sure you're only going to have one of them in your collection? You're not going to have both of them?
I
Uh-oh. He's not being a completionist. You can have one in tape deck mode and one in robot mode.
I don't have the space.
But look, he's so sad looking at you right there.
But I'm looking at the Ravage. The Ravage is what's making me laugh because it looks like it's more of a werewolf.
I was gonna say that Ravage, just rename it as like Wolfbane or something.
Yeah,
because it does not look like a jaguar.
Not at all.
And I kind of like it though. I think it's kind of cool, and they did a great job painting the eye because that's very, very, very tiny. And the teeth and stuff, and the buzzsaw as well. Looks like they painted it great.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with his little backpack on Buzzsaw, but
that's what the Laserbeak had too.
I don't remember. I guess.
Yeah,
wow,
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
either which way, let us know if you're going to be picking up any of these below, and we'll keep you updated on when Bobby buys his Soundwave.
I don't think so.
Next, we have the Takara Tomy 40th Anniversary TF40A Leo Convoy. It'll be priced at about 7150 yen, which is about $50, and it's planned to release in February of 2025.
All right, so you have 6 months to get your stuff together, James.
No, that's not happening. I like the one I have better. I like the more realistic alt mode. I've never liked this Disney face. I think it looks kind of goofy. Even on the Masterpiece that I have the Nemesis version, and I just don't like it. I also like the hair on the one I have that's more realistic versus this metallic hair. I could see why somebody would want this though, because it is more accurate to the animation. It's just not for me at all.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on this as well.
I wouldn't blame you at all. Do you have the other one that came out?
Yes.
So I could see you passed on this.
Yeah,
100%. Next, we have the Legacy Bludgeon behind the scenes. So it has a remolded head, chest, and crotch area, which all do look really nice. I just think this color scheme is very ugly. And I like that alternate tank setup that he put out. I think that actually looks pretty neat.
I don't like all this agreeing we're doing. I like the alternate tank look as well. I didn't notice this before, but the lower legs are a different color than the thigh area.
So it's like they painted the gold, but it's not the same gold. The chest has that same lower leg color on it as well.
But I actually like these colors. Their colors are growing on me. And I do have a pre-order in for this set, and I actually don't mind this color.
Well, I'm glad you like it. It's not my favorite at all. But what's really cool is Marco Clonus showed off that they wanted to give it this tank mode with this new piece to give it more like a normal turret. And I love these behind the scenes type of things. So I'm happy to see that they were trying. He knew that he wanted to try something different. I think it looks great. I wish they would have done it because that might have pushed me over to have something a little bit different. And it's cool to see them all lined up. I do think that this is the worst one out of all four of them, though.
I think the orange one probably is, but that's also because I'm not a fan.
I like the bright. It looks like Halloween to me, so I like it.
Yeah.
But this one, it looks like pea soup and
pea. It looks like split pea soup.
Yeah, I just do not like it at all.
I actually like split pea soup as a kid too.
That's why you want to get it. So
I think
let us know if you're getting this 2-pack below, and if you're as excited about Bobby to have high-heeled Ruckus in your collection.
Not excited. Just getting it to complete the set. Thank you very much.
He's excited. And then I guess this is a new trend to show the box art. We have X-Trans Bots MX24 Yamaguchi. So this is the white one pictured here, correct?
Yes. And what did you call him?
What?
What did you call him?
Yamaguchi. They put down it's Yaguchi.
Yes.
They must have put the wrong name in the post.
Okay, that's what I was like. I was just like, wait a minute.
Yamaguchi would have been a better name. Anyways, or is it supposed to be Yaguchi, like
Yaguchi.
Gucci? Because the other one's Fioravante, which sounds Italian.
Italian, yeah.
Either which way, I know you're over the moon for this, right?
This is my least favorite of the Omnibots.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I think he looks kind of cool.
This was my least favorite. I am excited to get them. I thought they would have came out a lot faster because there's so many repaints. So this is going to probably be the first one, and then in 2 months we'll see the the first repaint, and then a month later we'll see the next repaint, and I'll have 4 new Omnibots in my collection.
Yeah, I mean, I think this art looks cool. The figure looks decent. I'd just be worried because it is X-Trans Bots, but I'm curious to see more.
Yeah, as I didn't see any dates of when this is coming out. Hopefully we get it by the end of the year.
Yep, I agree. Robot Toys also showed off some new packaging for their DT-01 Guardian Mecha and RT-02R Tyrant. So that's the Bumblebee from the movie as well as the T-Rex. And both of the packaging art looks fine.
I did see a video of the Tyrant, the transformation. I think it was Mang Motion, and it looked kind of cool. It actually,
I saw that as well.
The transformation looked fun. I usually pick up Legends figures for characters that we wouldn't get in MP size. This is one I'll be passing on, but if they came out with it in MP, I probably would pick it up.
Yeah, I wish one of the KO of the KO MP Megatrons would repaint it as this. I'd pick that up.
I'd pick that up.
Yeah. They also showed off a teaser for RT-03 Working Leopard. I'm actually interested in this, not to buy, but I'm interested to see what they do with it because the other ones have been like the robotic animals, and I would like to see what they are going to do on a robotic cheetah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine. I won't be picking this up, but I know some people that are going to be very, very excited about it, though.
Now, honestly, if they do the black repaint Shadow Panther, I might pick it up just because I have like 3 or 4 of those already. So it would go right in with the black repaint collection.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and it's a black cat.
And they will.
Yeah, probably will. Unless they decide to be, here's a Night Stalker instead, and we're not going to do Shadow Panther. With my luck, they do that. Next, we've got Metagate's G07 TLK Drift. It's a Mercedes AMG GTR. I'm reading that off of what it said, so if that's wrong, please let me know. This is I think it's a remold of the one that you have 6 of, and and I think it looks fine.
I would get this again for the car. This one doesn't look as clean as the Bugatti to me, and I'm not that big of a Mercedes fan. I'm actually not a Mercedes fan really at all. But I don't know. This would be something I would pick up on sale.
Yeah. I think it looks okay. I almost didn't put this in because I thought it was the same as the one we've already seen, but
yeah,
it's different. It looks fine.
Yeah.
Not my cup of Energon, but it's fine.
The alt mode is different. I mean, it looks just like the bot looks
just like it, right?
Like it, Yeah.
So
I'm curious to see, maybe seeing it closer and a little bit more into the details of what it looks like, because otherwise it looks just like what we have.
Yeah, I agree. So we missed this, but I thought I'd put it in. So they showed off about a month ago. Toy Arena showed off a video of the Infinity Drift. Did you watch the video?
I sent it to you and didn't watch it.
Oh my god. So I watched the video. No transformation or anything, but there's some really cool articulation points with the arms going all the way out. It has an ab crunch. It has an alternate head, which makes me think I might still get this version and just put the alternate head on him. So you know, you could have two. I wish they maybe, who knows? We don't even know what the second color is going to have, but hopefully the second one comes with guns. So you could have one with guns and one with swords, just for a little bit of variety. But if you look all the way over on that little thing, it comes with a cup to put in the cup holder. And I guess that's something with Initial D. I don't know. But the elbows also looked a lot better. Remember how we were complaining how it looked weird? Yeah. So it does still have that joint, but it actually has an elbow as well. So, so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Yeah, I think this looks like a really good figure. Looks well painted. It needs an Autobot symbol right in the center of that chest, though. That's needed. But yeah, I think this looks cool. Are you going to be picking up both versions?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to see the price, but I think I will as well.
Yes, I will be picking up both. It looks clean in both modes. I'm interested to see what the other head looks like. If
they showed it off. It has like an eye patch and it looks a little meaner. And he has like this weird blue face, kind of like Blades. I don't know what that's from. If you guys know what the alternate head is from, please let us know.
Yeah, so I'll take a look at it when we finish recording and see.
Let's talk about what's incoming. X Transbots has Fury Runabout Youth version coming out, so you can go ahead and drink that beer that he has in his hand. Honestly, this one is kind of lackluster in the bot mode, but the alt mode looks really, really nice.
Wow. I like both versions.
I mean, the bot mode's fine, but it looks just like the other one. Except it doesn't have a hole in the windshield. They actually plugged that up.
Yeah, which was really crazy. I think this looks good. I agree with you. The alt mode looks amazing. The gun on his shoulder looks really cheap, though.
Yes, especially since the other gun is painted.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's accurate or what, but it looks really cheap. And I do have these pre-ordered and paid. So but I didn't see that. Like, I've seen both of them holding the canister, but I didn't see that it was included. So I don't know if that's, I'm assuming it's going to be included, but it wasn't in the description from where I ordered it from.
I'd assume it was included as well, but let us know if you're picking these up below. Next, we've got New Age Toys H63 Gorgo. It's not quite out, but I think some people in China already got it, so it looks pretty good.
It does. I'm waiting for the repaint.
Yeah, I don't blame you. He still looks like he has two little feet standing on boulders right there, though.
Every time I see this figure, that's what I see. And I hate it.
That's exactly what it looks like. Let's talk about what's recently released. First thing is TFW user Norian26 found the Quintessence High Commander at Madison, Wisconsin Walmart, where I guess it's an exclusive to. I didn't know it was a Walmart exclusive, but I guess it is. And we also found the MPM 12 Optimus Prime reissue at US retail.
Okay.
I know you're chomping at the bits to pick up that Quintessence, aren't you?
No, not at all.
Look at the alt mode on the box.
So I did see some pictures of the Quintessence, and the pictures looked really, really good. Like it was a totally different figure.
Really?
And yeah, it like the of course the photographer did wonders with it. The colors looked vibrant. It looked a little bit more detailed, but it was something that I was definitely still going to pass on. But it looked better than what we've seen generally.
I get that. I think it looks okay. I just wish it looked like maybe a different Quintessence
Yeah, this
that that we know of. I don't know.
five
Maybe
faces.
they'll repin his Botanica, and I'll pick it up. As far as the MPM 12 Optimus Prime, both of us skipped on that in the initial outing, and I think we'll be skipping out on this one as well.
Yeah.
Next, Dr. Wu and Mechanic Toys. Allie came out, and this looks like a great little Legends figure, even though it is just RC repainted with a few mods. I do think it looks nice.
It's a hard top RC.
It definitely is, and I think it looks fine.
I do too. I actually like it. I don't think I'll be picking it up at this point, but it does look good.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have much to say since we agree so much, but I think it does look good.
I know, I hate this.
Yeah. Well, let us know if you agree with us or if you disagree with us in the comments below. Go ahead and share this video and do all that YouTube stuff. And don't forget to check out our merch and our memberships. And with that, I think we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, not a lot of news this time, but hey, as always, to all debates are won. We'll talk to you next time.